my experience of birth is that it is one of the only opportunities that we will ever have to experience the entire human experience in a day or an hour or 3 days. There is hopelessness, there is loss, there's pain, there's fear, there's like unbelievable love. I mean, even some of the most, pained human beings that I have cared for. I mean, I've cared for women that have had handcuffs on them while, you know, in the hospital. I've had care for women that are losing a very desired pregnancy. I've cared for women who are giving up a child that they're about to birth and they have other kids at home. Like these experiences that people have to be witness to it. One is just to the emotional part of it is insane. To be witness to the physiological, like the impossible fact that a human being can come out of a vagina is, I mean, every single time I have seen it, I've seen thousands of births and I'm always like, how's that gonna happen? And it just does. And it's mind blowing. I mean, it's absolutely a miracle and it makes no sense. And it works. And it almost always works. And then that we have the magic to, if it doesn't work, we have the magic to be able to like operate on a woman and like deliver her baby that way for her and with her. And like that is also beautiful and magical and like not any less magical than, I mean, also incredible that we have the ability and the skill to have anesthesia to allow somebody to be open, awake, be able to hold their baby, be able to like see their baby come out of their own stomach, that we have the knowledge to be able to sew that woman up and to give her, the antibiotic, all of it. It's just, the world shifts every time a new baby is born. Like there is a shift and you can feel it. And it is miraculous. And it is exactly the same shift that happens in death, which, not all nurses have seen, but most have. And it is exactly the same. And it can be as empowering or as traumatic as a death can be. Like a beautiful death can also be empowering for the person passing and for the person and for the family around. And so can birth. Like birth can really, I mean, I have seen it for myself. It changed me, but certainly I know that the patients that I was with, they changed. They're different. Every woman, everybody's different. You see a baby born and you're different. And it's so easy to forget, right? Like it's a second. And the oxytocin is in the room and everybody is feeling it. And then it's done. And you go out and you're like, oh my God, I'm starving. Like, I want a cheeseburger. And you're talking about, who knows what with your nurses. But like in that moment, you're just like, this is the coolest thing. And watching the labor progress and that strength. And, I love unmedicated births. I won't lie. It's my favorite because I love watching the buildup, the physiological buildup of the power and the beauty. Like these women just become like, they're ragged, but they're like also just like crazy beautiful. Like it's like the kind of beauty when you run a marathon. It's just insane. And then they transform into these like monsters. They're just monsters. Like what happens? And then in a flash, it's done. And they're cannot even believe, like, and you're just like, I did it. And the disbelief that they just did it. But then like, of course, how amazing and normal it is too.